We are live from Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17 for another Up Close and Country in New York City. I'm Katie Neal from Nash FM 94.7. If you are watching on Facebook Live, thanks for tuning in today. If you're here in our live studio audience, thank you for calling in sick to work. We'll try to keep you off of the camera so nobody gets in trouble today. Thank you to our friends at Sparkling Ice, fruity, flavorful, sparkling water. We've got a great show for you today. Our next artist for Up Close and Country, anyone who says his name, they will tell you, keep your eye on that guy because great things are going to happen for him. He's got one of the hottest songs of the summer. Please give a Nash Nation welcome to Mitchell Tenpenny.
How y'all doing? Good. These chairs kind of run off on you. Start spinning around. All right, well, hey everybody. My name is Mitchell Tenpenny from Nashville, Tennessee. And this city's really big. And it kind of scares us. We're having a good time. We've actually gotten to be in New York City the past 2 weeks. So it's been a lot of fun. This first song I wrote with my buddy Devin Dawson back before either one of us were out traveling the country doing this full time. And I remember we were just kind of talking about that first car or truck you get where, you know, it might be a piece of junk, but you still think you're king in the world and you get to drive, get away from mom and dad, get in a little trouble. And so we wrote a song about that, and it's called Truck I Drove in High School. 1, 2, 3.
Red paint on a windshield, $0 down, come make a deal. Pass by it every day till I couldn't pass it up no more. Rocking 3 good years and a Michelin, tailgate hanging on by a thread, with an old V8 not knocking on heaven's door. Lord knows it wasn't perfect, but every yard I cut to earn it was worth it. Hell yeah, those were the good days, driving by my own roads. Well, I crowned myself the king of the highway, and I never felt more. Yeah, it's true. They say ain't nothing like the first time. It was love at first try. When I on that road in that rustic old truck I drove in high school. Yeah, yeah. Always playing chicken with a check engine light. Sipped a $20 bill of the emission guy. Got a shine up good that game and Friday night. Lord knows it wasn't perfect, but I was happy it was working. Hell yeah, those were the good days, driving by my own roads. Well, I crowned myself king of the highway, and I never felt more. Yeah, it's true. They say ain't nothing like the first time. It was love at first drive. Well, I on that road in that rustic old truck I drove in high school. Wonder where she's at these days, yeah. Bet she running like nothing's changed. Duct tape, zip tie, static on the radio, Calvin on the back, pissing on a 24. Hell yeah, those were the good days, driving by my own roads. Well, I crowned myself the king of the highway. Oh, I never felt more. It's true. truck I drove in high school.
Thank you. So this next song, I was sitting at a bar in Nashville called Losers. Anybody been to Nashville in here ever? A couple of y'all? All right. Well, Losers is like a place. So in Nashville, we write songs from like 11 o'clock, sometimes at 3 o'clock, somewhere around there. And then you get off, and Nashville's traffic's gotten really bad, so you just tend to go to the bars to kill time. And I was sitting there one day with my buddy from Walker McGuire, Jordan Walker, and we saw this girl sitting in the side by herself and on her booth, like as cliche as it is, sitting by herself in a corner booth. And she kept looking at her cell phone, and she'd put it down and rip a shot of vodka. And or tequila. It looked like vodka, but for the sake of the song, we went with vodka. But I could tell she was dealing with a heartbreak. She was dealing with something, and we wanted to write a song about that. And the next day we went to the room, and I remember coming up with ideas, and we came up with a song called Mixed Drinks. One, two, three, four.
She orders up another one, 'cause who's counting anyway? Won't stop till the job is done. She's gotta forget his name. Every sip on her lips is going down so smooth, tears falling off her face. Bartender knows better than to cut her off and see his job to fix heartbreak. She don't even like the taste, but she's throwing them back, raising a glass, saying goodbye to the past. It's over, living her mind two at a time. They don't move on with a little less soda. Knows it ain't right, but just for tonight, it's gonna be her way in Disneyland. She has mixed feelings about her drinking, mixed drinks about her feelings. Yep, yep. Oh, yep, yep. Well, every time her phone lights up, she pretends she doesn't see. She don't even need true love. She knows who's on the screen. They say a drunken mind speaks a sober heart when it's torn apart 'cause he went too far. Lord knows she must be hurting. She has unsettled her. She's just throwing them back, raising a glass, saying goodbye to the past. It's over, clearing her mind two at a time. It all move on with a little less soda. Knows it ain't right, but just for tonight, it's gonna be her way in Disneyland. She has mixed feelings about her drinking, mixed drinks about her feeling. Oh yeah, her feeling. She don't even like the taste, but she won't let it go to waste, 'cause she's thrown them back, raising a glass, saying goodbye to the past. It's over, living her mind two at a time. It all won't find with a little less soda. Knows it ain't right, but just for tonight, it's gonna be her way in Disneyland. She has mixed feelings about her drinking. Oh yeah, mixed feelings about her drinking, mixed drinks about her feelings. Yeah, yeah. Oh, yep, yep. Every time her phone lights up, oh, she pours another drink.
Thank you. Cool. I think we got time for one more real quick before you go to a break. This song. Hold on. I apologize. Hold on. I wrote this song with my buddy Dallas Wilson, and I remember going in the writing room that day and just kind of talking about that girl that kind of finally makes a man open up. You know, guys try to play tough all the time, and but we know who runs the world in the house, especially. And it's that one girl where you can finally just let loose. And we ended up putting it on our new record that's coming out, which I'm so excited to get out because we've had an EP out for so long, but now we get to put out new songs, and I'm itching to get it out. So it's done. We're ready to do it. We just got to go through all the proper steps, and it's going to come soon. So this song is going to be on that record, and I'd like to play it for you. Hold on one sec.
Well, she said, baby, tell me something you ain't never told no one before. Oh, yeah. Let's do some demolition. I'll just sit and listen while we break down these walls. Well, I want the good, the bad, the hurt you had. I want your crazy. Unfold your soul, I wanna know everything, baby. Girl, you got me telling all my secrets. Promise me you'll keep them, I'll let it loose. Baby, you must be my weakness. Oh, usually I'm speechless, bulletproof. Well, girl, you got me telling all my secrets, telling all my secrets to you. La-di-da-da-dum, yeah. La-di-da-da-dum, yeah, yeah. Baby, come a little closer, 'cause I'm gonna get to know you before I tell you this. Baby, kiss you with a whisper. Let me paint you a picture. My fingertips. Oh, girl, you got me changing plans. All my friends think that I'm crazy, but all of me is comfortably in love with you, baby. 'Cause girl, you got me telling all my secrets. Promise me you'll keep them, then I'll let it loose. Baby, you must be my weakness. Oh, usually I'm speechless, bulletproof. Well, girl, you got me telling all my secrets. Oh, telling all my secrets to you. Well, here's to the good, the bad, all I have. I love you like crazy. Well, all the messy, all the sexy, all of me, baby. Oh, you got me. You're telling all my secrets, girl. Promise me you'll keep them, then I'll let them loose. Oh, let them loose. Girl, you got me telling all my secrets. Oh, telling all my secrets to you.
Thank you, guys.
Hackensack Meridian Health, stage 17. Give it up one more time for Mitchell Tenpenny.
Thank y'all.
Dude, you sound great. Thank you so much
thank
for
you.
being here today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. I don't know if you guys caught this when Mitchell came up here, but you said you are from Nashville, Tennessee, which
Yeah.
doesn't happen very often anymore, right? It's like such a transplant city now.
Yeah, it's crazy. No, all of us are from Nashville.
Is it weird having like everyone flock to this place that you like grew up? Is it kind of like, is it ruined
yeah.
or is it better? Like, how do you feel?
No, I love the people. I don't like the traffic.
Oh yeah, everyone
Traffic's
complains about Nashville traffic. So I kind of wanted to have you start off talking about how you got into music.
Yeah, of
because you
course.
have this really cool story about how your grandmother was like really high up in the industry, and I just think it's like an awesome thing that everyone needs to know.
Well, yeah. And this is my brother, by the way, younger brother.
hi.
So we kind of grew up together in the industry. Our grandmother was president of Sony Publishing for about 30 years, and she worked her way up from receptionist to president in a time when like that didn't happen. And so I got to see that, and I fell in love with that side of the business. And she introduced me to two songwriters. Their names are Bobby Braddock and Curly Putman, and they wrote "He Stopped Loving Her Today" and countless hits back then. But I remember her introducing me to them as a kid and saying, "These are the guys that wrote that song." And I just thought that was the coolest thing in the world. At the time, I didn't really know that artists didn't always write their own songs; they were songwriters. And I remember after that day, I wanted to be a songwriter. I wanted to be like them. And ever since then, I picked up a guitar, started playing, and been in different versions, bands to pop bands, to hardcore screaming bands, and then back home to country where I kind of grew up with it. And use all that influence in there. But it was just a crazy journey growing up in Nashville when it was, one of the, in my opinion, the best time of country music for a little bit.
I imagine that like, being around Sony in the 90s, you got to see like all kinds of like of the 90s country stars. Like
Absolutely, yeah. Brooks and Dunn's one of my favorite. And I mean, Kicks would always be hanging out. Ronnie, I mean, we'd always go to parties. And I just didn't realize who they were. I was like 10, 11, 12. And
hang out with the biggest
so it was
names in
cool.
country music.
Yeah.
Like I had no idea.
Yeah,
What would you say, like, was there any like one piece of advice that your grandmother gave you like about your career that you feel like you've applied now?
Yeah, I mean, so Pro Tools, it's a computer program you use to record, and it was like just coming out. And when I was a kid, she told me you need to learn how to play all the instruments, learn how to record your own music, your own demos. And honestly, that's what helped me get my first publishing deal, because now it's everyone can do all that, and she knew that ahead of time. And without that advice, without me learning that age, I don't even know if I'd be sitting here today, because that literally helped me get to so many steps, knowing that ahead of time. And I'm very grateful for that knowledge, for sure.
Your grandma sounded like she was just like one awesome lady.
She was amazing, yes.
That's
absolutely.
so cool. So you've got one of the biggest songs of the summer, Drunk
Thank
Me.
you.
Where did the inspiration for this song come from?
Yeah, I mean, it's probably the most true song on the record. It comes from that place of when someone breaks your heart and you go to try to drink them off your mind, and that just never works out. All of a sudden, a whole new floodgate of emotions is opened up, and you're sitting there and wanting to drink more. And I just remember coming in with that idea, saying I want to write a song that while someone might quit drinking, but have that turn, and we couldn't. We had the whole verse written, went quick all the way down to the end of the chorus, and I remember we could not settle on the hook. And I remember Jordan, he went and grabbed a cup of coffee or something, came back in, and he's like, "Man, drunk me." And there was something so simple about that makes sense, especially it's like, drunk me can't get over you. And I just fell in love with that song that day. We wrote it, nailed it like in 2 hours, and then left, and then went to pitch it. I was thinking somebody else might cut it. And then when it came time to make a record, it's like, man, I love this song. I want to do it. And who knows, man? We don't even know what's going on right now. We're just getting
It's so funny that you say you love it, because when I ask people, I'm like, do you like that new Mitchell Tenpenny song? They're like, no, I love it. Like
well, that's
everyone, we love it so much. And, hearing it at the station, he's going to play it here in just a few minutes. But I wanted to congratulate you tonight, your first show in New York City at Mercury Lounge. And it's sold out. That's a huge deal. Can we get a round of applause for that?
Thank you. Yeah, I'm so excited. So it should be
It's going to be a ton of fun. I'm not sure if you know this story, but someone who always talks about Mercury Lounge is Sam Smith, because he played Mercury Lounge, and then a year and a half later, he sold out Madison Square Garden. And it's like the craziest thing, which brings me to my next point. We do this thing called Garden Goals. So every time someone comes up, and when we know that someday they're going to play Madison Square Garden, and I have no doubt that you're going to one day, we have you leave a message for yourself. So I'm going to have you look at that camera that's right up there. And I want you to look at Mitchell to Mitchell, like what you would want to say before you take the stage at the world's most famous arena.
Oh, man. Mitchell, don't mess up. Don't fall down or off the stage, and have fun, man. Enjoy it.
All right, so I will put that in the vault, and then I'll send it to you right before you play the garden, okay?
All right, deal. That's hilarious.
All right, do you guys want to hear some more music? This is Up Close and Country with Mitchell Tenpenny at Hackensack Meridian Health, stage 17.
Thank you. Well, I hope one day I do get to see that video again. We'll see. So like a lot of my songs are written from experiences at a bar in Nashville called Losers. Sorry, these guitars don't like to travel that much. There we are. So I was sitting there, and as a songwriter, you're kind of always just listening to people trying to come up with ideas, because we write like every single day if we're in town. And I just remember hearing this really country guy sitting right next to me, and he just like told his buddy, he was just saying goodbye, but he's like, all right, buddy, I'll call you later. And it sounded like he said, alcohol you later. And I was like, I wrote it down really quick, and went into the room next day, told them that's my hook, I'd love to write this. And we ended up writing a song called Alcohol You Later. It's silly, but it's been such a fun song for us to play, and I don't know, it's just one of those things where it just kind of falls out. So this song's called Alcohol You Later.
My speed dial, change her name so my friends won't find out. They're all heading home now, and I got word that she's hanging downtown. I know I shouldn't do it, oh, but these shots I'm shooting make me not give a damn. And now it's one more last time. We swore we wouldn't, but it's one more sunrise. Breaking through these curtains, I know it was over. We'll both say it's over, but it ain't really over. 'Cause alcohol, 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 you later. Yeah, alcohol, 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 you later, yeah. Oh, alcohol, you later. Well, 2 for once on a Tuesday. Bartender poured on too strong, 'cause he knows me. Then I take out my phone, find out if she's at home, 'cause I need someone to drink with. And now it's one more last time. We swore we wouldn't, but it's one more sunrise. Breaking through these curtains, I know it's over. We'll both say it's over, but it ain't really over. 'Cause alcohol, 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 you later. Yeah, alcohol, 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 you later, oh later. I know I shouldn't do it, oh, but these shots I'm shooting make me not give a damn. Oh, because it's one more last time. We swore we wouldn't, but it's one more sunrise. Breaking through these curtains, I know it was over. We'll both say it's over, but it ain't really over. 'Cause alcohol, 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 you later. Yeah, alcohol, 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 you later.
Thank you so much. Thank you, Ray. All right, well, I guess we have time for one more, if that's all right. Sorry, hair plans will dry out. So yeah, this is my first single ever to country radio, and actually heard on our local station, Nash FM, for the first time a couple months ago, and that like was such a full circle moment for me. Something I've always dreamed about, and getting to tour the country and getting to play and getting to hear your song and people sing it back all over the country has been the most humbling experience in the world. Such a thing that I'm so grateful for, and I just want to thank you guys for having us, for playing the music, for giving a new artist a chance. I know you don't have to do that, and there's not even a lot of room, and that means a lot to me that y'all have done that. So thank you so much, because you're changing our lives. And yeah, it's just crazy. We're just trying to enjoy it all. It's amazing. But I wrote this song about a heartbreak. I want to put a different twist on it, why someone, you know, might not have to stop drinking forever, but just for a little bit to stand a chance of getting over somebody. It's kind of a play off Alcohol You Later. That's a little bit more fun. But this one's like more serious when it becomes a problem, where every time you pick up that bottle, all you do is make another mistake. And, you know, that's what I wanted to do. So this song's called Drunk Me.
Some people don't know when to quit, and that's why they quit. Some need to hit the bottom to see they got a problem, can't handle it. That ain't why I started cleaning up my life. Wish it was, that would be a lie. 'Cause I've been sober, 'cause there ain't no hangover like you, yeah. And baby, can you come over? Always find those words at the bottom of 100 proof, yeah. Girl, every time you do, I just stand up and I'll mess up like she's where we made love. I've been sober since you broke my heart too. Because drunk me can't get over you. Over you. Well, all those bottles sitting up on the shelf, I just saw it on a wound. One sip and I'm picking up the phone, trying not to go home without you. And that ain't nothing but a whole lot of pain. And that kinda hurts, oh hurts. It ain't worth another drink. I've been sober, 'cause there ain't no hangover like you, yeah. And baby, can you come over? Always find those words at the bottom of 100 proof, yeah. Girl, every time you do, I just stand up and all messed up like she's where we made love. I've been sober since you broke my heart in two. Oh, drunk me, can't get over you. Oh, over you. No, I've been sober, 'cause there ain't no hangover like you.
Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17. Keep it going for Mitchell Tenpenny.
Thank you guys so much.
Thank you again so much for being here today. Thank you to our live studio audience for playing hooky today. Thank you to everyone who tuned in on Facebook Live. Thank you to our friends at Sparkling Ice, fruity, flavorful sparkling water. Make sure you check out Mitchell Tenpenny's EP, which is out now. It's self-titled. Hopefully hear some new music soon. We're looking forward to that. Thanks for watching another Up Close and Country at Hackensack Meridian Health, Stage 17.